So Sylvie and I ended up in the bad guy base, and the one with like all those like monster-looking guys, 'cause we were following the body. And anyway, Sylvie got caught, and I tried my best to help her, and I might have accidentally killed one of the guys. I didn't mean to. And then Kai showed up, which is good because he's really strong. And then Miss Netherglen came along too. And to be honest with you, I'm starting to think that she might not want to be the good guys. Anyway, after all that chaos, we made it to the inn, and Ryse was already there, but Treos wasn't. And that's okay, because I sent Votum to go look for him, so he should be back any minute now.
Let's begin. Where we last left off, Felix and Sylvie had found themselves in a bit of a predicament down below one of the bridges in the river ward. But due to a comedy of fortunate circumstances and even more fortunate dice rolls, they were able to make it out, not only with their lives, but relatively unscathed. Where they found, at the top of the riverbank, Elwyn Netherglem and Kai, waiting to take them back to their respective safe spaces. Everyone made their way back to the Thirsty Wormling, where Ryse had taken Zash, your new companion. At which point, Treos, you found your way towards the Obscurum for a long-awaited secret midnight meeting with some old friends who had followed up with some information on a job that may or may not come to fruition. You may or may not follow along, but after some parting words of farewell, promises to see each other again, hopefully maybe in the Gilded Gates, you made your way also to the Thirsty Wormling, where as you step inside, Votum held in one of your arms, you see 4 figures clustered in the back, 3 of whom you recognize.
Hey,
You all see as Treos walks in with Votum clutched under one arm.
I'm kind of walking in this fake yawn. What are you guys still doing up so late? You haven't started drinking, have you?
It just come sit down, Treos.
Okay. I'll just grab nearest seat around the table, and I'll hand Votom over to Felix.
Yeah, you can hand Votum over to Felix. As you sit down, you do see the hooded figure who you didn't recognize just sort of looks at you and then goes back to their meal.
So,
Yeah, you guys said that there was something we needed to talk about.
Yeah. Felix, basically what happened is he and Sylvie wandered off afterwards. They found where I don't know if they're making these things or where they're all housed, but he found over by the riverbank. Felix, do you want to tell it a little bit in more detail?
Okay. So so they had the body, right? Remember? There was the body, and they took it away, and so Sylvie and I went to go follow the body, and then we found the riverbank, like he said, and so I used my eyes, and I saw there's a fake door there, but I broke it. That was when I was leaving, but we went, and then we found a bunch of those guys that attacked, but they were like all on the beds and stuff and in cages, and then there were these guys in white, and I accidentally killed one of
Felix, where was
the
this?
Um, the river, and there was a bridge. What?
Could you take me there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's the issue: is that Sylvie went with him, and now they've seen both Felix and Sylvie.
Okay. That's fine. I just need to know where it is.
And Sylvie's with Miss Netherglim, and I'm starting to think that she might not be a good person.
Felix, we need to get there now.
Okay. I don't have any way to help.
There are plenty of ways that you can help, Felix.
I'm out.
You want to go back there?
If there are more people like us down there, they need our help.
No offense, but there are way more than you can handle.
It's okay.
Better off all just leaving the city, getting out.
We'll help where we can, and when that's too much, then we can leave.
No, well, so
Felix?
these guys are the real deal. I'm gonna say to her, they're like all the guys you read about. They can take care of it, but I'm not gonna be very helpful or useful.
Felix,
Felix,
your magic does not define your usefulness.
I can't do anything else.
yes, you can. We've seen you do it. Yes. I'm gonna put. I don't know where Felix is sitting. If he's sitting next to me or
Wherever there was an
across from
open
me.
spot. So.
Yeah,
It's a small enough table. You can probably reach him.
Felix, you're capable of so much, and I promise you that you can help us on this. But if you don't feel comfortable enough, that's okay. But I promise you, we're gonna need you.
I don't want to hurt anyone else, so.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay.
And Felix, when we leave Mulhessen, you're coming with us, okay? If you want to.
Are you sure it's okay?
I'm going to look around at Treos and Ryse and make sure we're all in agreement.
Okay. Do we need to go now?
The sooner the better. How long do you need?
I mean, if I had an hour, I could at least be somewhat helpful.
I'd say you've probably been sitting for an hour at this point. But
Does that count as short resting?
light activity. You're literally just sitting.
Cool.
I'm gonna put the keys, all 3 keys, down and slide them over to Zash. These are the room keys. Just hold on to them. I don't want to lose them. We'll come and knock on your door when we're back.
No offense, but if you don't come back,
I'm gonna keep them. Just turn them in the morning. They're just room keys. I mean,
if you're not back by the morning, I'm going to the Gilded Gates without you.
can you at least tell the guards on your way out?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Tell them to search the Verdant Hall. Is that where the attack was that Sylvie mentioned?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I still think you guys are idiots for going back there, but
Not the
Good
first time
luck.
I've heard that.
going to
I
take
will-
both keys and push back from the table.
I will stand up. All right.
Before we go, can we put Elliot in the room? I think he's had a long day.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to stick him in the room with Sash?
Yeah. Take good care of him and don't let him do anything that I wouldn't let him do.
Well, A, I don't know you. B, I'm not great with animals.
Well, he's great with people. Well, he's good with me at least.
Okay. And you see as she just kind of holds him at arm's length and walks up the stairs.
Okay, I think I'm ready now.
Felix, lead the way.
Okay. And I'm gonna boom, boom, boom. Dancing lights are gonna be next to us as I assume it's very late out, dark out.
It is, but it is also, you're walking through the city streets, so there are street lamps.
Well,
illuminating through the
I'll
streets.
still do it because it's cool and he likes to do he's learned magic and he's excited about this.
Yeah, you all see as several floating lights bob and disco around Felix's form as you follow him through the streets of Mielhessen. Felix, you're able to wind your way almost by memory. You knew this bridge. You know the river ward like the back of your hand, so you were able to make your way back to the bridge. And eventually you stop right at the riverbank at the top of the riverbank where Kai had found you. You look down and it seems to be quiet and empty, even quieter than it was before, as very few people are out this late at night.
Okay, we should probably be quiet from here on out. And I'm gonna snuff the lights.
I will head down first, quietly, with my short sword drawn.
Okay. You can make your way down the riverbank. Your feet kind of sink into the mud with a squelchy sort of sound as you slip and slide down to level ground before you can start walking your way. You're not entirely sure. Felix sort of said it was like under the bridge, but not. So you're just kind of making your way towards the base of the bridge. Do the rest of you follow?
Yep.
Yes.
What are, real quick, all of your passive perceptions?
12.
12.
Also 12.
Also 13.
Okay.
We're great at this.
That's good to know.
I guess we didn't get it.
You're heading down the riverbank. The rest of you squelch and slip your way down. At this point, there's many streaks of muddy foot tracks down the riverbank from the people going up and down throughout this ordeal.
Can I flash my eyes?
Yeah. You look around. You see the door, the magical concealment of the door from where it was, the illusion. But other than that, nothing.
All right, I'm gonna head over towards it.
Okay. The rest of you watch as Felix pushes his way through and heads over to where the base of the stone bridge meets the riverbank, with the water rushing along beside it.
I'll feel out for the door.
Yeah, you can feel out for it. You feel the stone that you pushed in before, and you're able. You watch as the door swings open. You all see as Felix feels against the stone, and you're not quite sure what he's looking for, but eventually he just sort of seems to find it, and you watch as the illusion falls away, and you see part of the stone base just sort of slide away.
I will put my hand on Felix's shoulder and say, "See, useful." As I kind of slip past him through the doorway and start making my way into the hall. I guess down the steps, wherever it leads.
Yeah, it's a set of spiral steps down into the darkness. Are you trying to be quiet as you go?
Yes.
Okay. And what order is everyone walking in?
I'll take up the rear.
All right, Ryse first, then
I'll be behind Ryse, I guess.
And then I'll
Ryse,
follow.
Treos, Felix, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
As you make your way down into the darkness, your footsteps echo against the stone. But I would like everyone to roll stealth for me if you're trying to be quiet, including if you have Votum with you. Roll for him as
Okay.
well.
26.
Jeez.
Um,
11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kai?
15.
15. Felix?
Votum got 15, and then Felix got 21.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah.
As
Say
we're
that.
walking. Or sorry.
Majority averages out to a total pass for the group. As you start making your way down the stairs. What were you saying, Ryse?
Or Kai. But I was saying
Okay, sorry.
that as we're walking, I'm gonna touch Felix to like kind of without saying anything, try and like give him a look of like, hey, you got this. Thank you for doing this. And I'm going to use my ability bolstering magic. So I roll a D3, which I think I'm just gonna roll D6 and 1, 2 is a 1, etc. And he will gain 1 expended spell slot equal to the level that I have.
Dang.
So you
Okay.
can regain. I need to see if it's my decision. Okay, yeah, you get a choice of if you want to take a second level spell slot or a first level spell slot.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll take a second, I guess. Why not? Awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, you, Felix, feel as some of your magical energy comes back into you. The rest of you, as you start making your way down these stairs, you're walking and you're walking, and you're staying relatively quiet. The only sound you can really hear is slight breathing of your shallow breaths in your chests as you go further and further down. And eventually, Ryse, you see as it levels out into a still dark but slightly less dark hallway. You come to a stop to take in what Felix had seen, which is this long hallway. Along the sides are intermittent cells, each barred off. You will notice that several of the cells on the right and a couple on the left, 1 or 2, have doors that are ajar. And in the distance, you can see the glint of what appear to be lab tables, but you can't quite tell at this point.
Any voices or people I can see like moving around, or
Roll perception for me.
Okay, that's not bad. 14.
Dang, okay. You hear maybe the murmur of voices from further down the hall.
Okay.
But no one in this immediate vicinity. At least nothing making noise.
I'm going to quietly whisper to Treos, who I believe is behind me.
Yes.
Do you have your thieves' tools? Or way to pick locks? Or is that...
I might have piece or two of them left. What you got in mind?
Are there any shut cages, or are they all open?
You notice one or two along the right. Well, a lot along the left. One or two along the right are shut. You can't. You haven't quite looked in, like gotten up to the bars to see if there's anything in there, or if they're just shut because they're out of use.
I'll point to all the shut, or a couple of the shut doors, just in case we need to get in there.
Get in?
So, here, I guess I'll kind of move in so everyone can kind of group together so they can all hear the conversation. Okay, so the plan, which we should have gone over before we got down here, the plant that is around their wrist needs to be removed. They will return to their natural state. So remove as many as you can, set them free, and take them out.
You want to do that?
Get them all back to the thirsty wormling.
Are we stealthing and doing this?
Oh, yeah. Try and be quiet if you can. There's some murmuring. I'm sure there's people down here. I want as many people safe and alive as possible. And I will move to the closest cage.
The closest cage. There's one on your left, one on your right. They're both closed.
Left.
Left? Yeah, you can move up to the cage. You peer inside, and you can't see if there's anyone in there. Do you try and make noise, get their attention? If there's anyone there.
A very... I'm going to take a ration and set it on the inside of the cage to see if maybe if there's anyone in there, if I can entice them out.
Yeah, you set it on the inside of the cage, and there's nothing. You hear a squeak and a shuffle as a mouse shuffles away.
Okay. I will just keep moving down the line until I hear or see movement in one of the cages.
Yeah. The second one has actually an open door, and you can step in if you want. Or just butt straight past that one.
Is there anything in... I'm looking for signs of life. If it's open or people, if there's
Your
dead
first
bodies,
sign
that's
of
fine,
life
but signs of life.
Your first sign of life is the third cage on the left,
Okay.
where it's a closed door, but you do see a figure huddled into a ball in the back corner, just breathing heavily.
I will do the same thing. Put a ration down on the floor in the cage.
You see as it twitches a little, and you see the head raises, and these two long fangs glint in the darkness with a hint of glowing eyes. And the creature just sort of looks at the ration and keeps breathing.
I'm here to help. I promise.
It snarls. You see as it unfurls into a tall, lithe humanoid shape with fur and claws sprouting in every direction. And it just sort of prowls the back and forth, eyeing you. It flickers to the right for a second, but then flickers right back to you, and it's just eyeing you.
I will. Yeah. Feel free to move in if you guys want to help.
Oh, I already did my job.
You got this. You got.
You got us
I
here.
giving you the picks to do this. You got
Look,
this.
look. Last time
have
last time I've used thieves tools, it went very poorly.
I have these tools. I want to
Twice.
double up. I want to get out of here faster.
I'm happy to use them again if you want. You can let Felix have another go at thieves tools. He's already broken two pairs. I can break a third.
Okay, you said there were cages on the left and on the right?
Yes, there are.
Okay, I will make a motion at Treos, like, to follow me to the other side from where Ryse went and start trying to do the same thing of finding out where cages have people in it.
Yeah, you can follow along the right side. You will notice most of the cages on the right seem to be open and empty. But you do get to the fifth one, and you try the door, and the creature inside, their head shoots up, and they just growl at you. You see as it tenses on all fours.
I'm gonna look at Treos and go, any ideas on how we do this quietly?
So I'll try and open the lock, and you got like a cloth, anything that for you? We just kind of keep it on the hush hush, hold him down, unlock it, and then we just cut the thing off the wrist. Yeah, I'm not a surgeon, but hey, it sounds like a good idea.
I'll like tear a piece from like a tattered shirt that I have and like try and use that, but it's very makeshift.
That's enough. That'll be fine.
Okay, you unlock it. I'll grab him and gag him, I guess, and you cut the thing off.
Be slow, okay? Don't make too many sudden movements. We got experience with this. We can figure this out.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Kind of like that. Kind of like the Tyrannosaurus in that play I saw at Triassic Park.
Oh, you went to one of those before too?
Yeah, no, I thought that the first one was like really good, but then they just kind of kept milking it out after a while.
I just gave up after the third one, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
It never came touring around whenever I was in town.
Yeah, I remember seeing it a couple times as a kid, but you know, look, hang on, let's just it doesn't matter.
I need to focus on this. I'm going to try and pick the lock.
Right, roll for your lockpicks.
That is a 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just kind of a master padlock, as you can put the lockpicks in, and in almost seconds you are able to click it open, and you pull it off, and the door swings open. At the sound of the door swinging open, the creature immediately stands on end. You see spines prickling, you see fingertips, as it's just going to lunge straight at whoever's at the door, which is you.
Great.
And it is snarling and attacking. So it is going to go straight for you, Treos.
Could I say that I've held my action to use as a reaction to try and grab him, or if it's too late, that's totally cool.
You did prep that, you did talk about planning that. So I will say, if you're going to try and grab him before he attacks, then let's do the contested grapple first.
Okay.
Great idea, Ryse. We need to follow your ideas all the time, Ryse.
Maybe if you would have planned it out better than, hey, just grab him when he jumps at me, it would have been fine. I'm working on it.
Okay, it's just a strength check, right?
Yep.
Okay, 16.
18. As
Sorry, Treos.
Felix, yeah, what are you doing during all this?
I'm probably looking at cages. I probably have no idea what's going on. Never mind. Don't mind me.
Well, you all spin around as, with a large snarl, this creature comes lunging straight at you, Treos, and is going to make 2 attacks. First is a 13 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. The second is a 9 to hit.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be 8 points of slashing damage, but because it just hits, have that to 4.
Okay.
And as it's going to come barreling at you, it's going to try and get through you out into the hall.
Oh, like it's gonna start running past me down the hall.
Well, in its attack, it was almost like a slashing attack as it barrels to get out and then spins around on you. Are you letting it out, or are you trying to block it?
I'll try and block it.
Okay. I will say roll a strength then to try and make yourself a Parcheesi blockage in the way.
That is 13.
13. 12. Yeah, you are able to, as it comes, you take the claws and then you just almost use the door, which you'd been holding open, to slam it back inside. But with all this noise, the rest of you do hear as several other creatures along the hallway start growling and snarling and yipping and yowling. The one in front of you, Ryse, immediately lunges straight for you at the bars of the cages, and it's going to slash out at you at disadvantage because there are cage bars there, and you can just step back. But it is lunging for you.
I won't say I was preparing anything, but I was ready for this. So as soon as he's done, I'm going to grab the arm with the plant on it and cut it off.
So that is a nat 1.
Okay.
So I'm not even going to make you roll for that one, as you're able to catch the arm against the bars because it's such a wild slash, and you're able to just with your knife slash straight through, catching some of the skin of the creature along the way, but you're able to get through and this root rips straight out of the creature's wrist. The rest of you hear as the hall goes wild with all of these sounds, the growls, the snarls, and the voices at the end of the hall pause and then get more frantic. And you do hear Professor Netherglim's voice going, quickly, hurry. No, not that one, idiot, that one. And she's, you haven't seen her yet, but you do hear her voice.
Right. Plan B, just start picking locks and cutting the roots off of the arms and just tell them to run out the door. Or help them out the door. If guards come through, I got it. Let me handle it. And I'm going to move to the next cage, and if they're the grates, I'm doing the same thing.
I'm assuming that Ryse says this unaware of the state that Treos and Kai are in, where
Yeah.
Treos is like barely holding on to keep the thing shut, and Kai is just absolutely failing on grabbing the dude.
One more point of order. If Felix is on the same side as me, I'm handing him my...
Your thieves' tools?
And I'm pointing to the lock and say, that one. And I'm going to let him pick the lock of the creature I just cut the stuff. I assume they're back, like, calmed in a calm state now.
Not quite. You cut the thing off, and it sort of stumbles, and you notice that it's still in the monster's state, but not quite a frenzy.
Okay, so
like,
it's kind of like, it looks like the
still
transformation that
aggressive,
Zash
still
Underwinter. Okay.
Zash's
Or is
transformation, you will notice, was a lot quicker because she was already on the run. She was already like half out of it.
Okay.
These creatures have been in it for who knows how long. Like, just cutting off the root that makes it worse isn't going to immediately break them out of it.
Then I won't tell Felix to pick the lock yet.
Come on, Felix,
and I will move
tools.
I will move to the next cage and do the same thing. I'm just going to keep moving down the line doing that.
Did you tell me
point of order,
not,
Felix? What are you? Yeah.
Yes, I told you not to.
Not to.
I told you. I gave you the thieves' tools
you
and I
think
said
about
wait.
that?
I gave you the thieves' tools and I said wait. But I don't think I explicitly told you not to. I was just like, you may need these.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't tell me you broke them.
I don't know what it is with me and Thieves' Tools, I'm not gonna lie. Look, the good news is I've got a good bonus, right? the bad news is I rolled a 2. So like, look, I told you not to trust me with them. Okay, so that's
Gotta beat an 11.
That's a 7.
What,
That's
you don't
11?
casually have a plus 10
7.
modifier?
Oh, 7. Yeah, you are able to get the tools in, and they stick a little, and you have to like wiggle them out. When you pull them out, the tension wrench is just like a little unbent, and you just kind of pull it back into place and hope no one's noticed. Meanwhile, this creature is standing over you, snarling. It is going to try and slash at you through the bars while you try and open this door. Whew. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yep.
Okay. So that's going to be 5 slashing damage, and it's going to try and
question.
answer.
Does it do 5 slashing damage? What happens? That's a claw damage, right?
Yes, it is. As you feel, as the claws swipe out at you, and almost like cold ice, they claw through you, and you feel up where it should be, but there's no pain and no damage.
And you said that was 5?
It was 5.
Okay.
And then, is that claws and bites? Because he is going to try and bite you too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Both.
Second bite does a...
Wait, it's biting him through the
It's trying. It's at disadvantage.
bars? Okay.
Bars?
All of this is at disadvantage because it's through the bars. It just rolled a 15 and a 19 natural last
That
time. But
also-
does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, yeah. As you see its teeth clang straight against the bars. But at this point, I will say we're probably in, if not combat, at least action. So we're gonna have everyone roll initiative for me. All right, 25 to 20. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
10.
Okay. Ten to 5.
8.
8.
8? Okay,
Hey.
whose dex is higher?
I have a +2.
I have a +1.
Okay, so Felix, then Kai. Then... and Treos, what'd you get?
4.
4? Oof. Okay. Yeah, top of the order, you hear as Professor Netherglim's voice rings out, as you see a figure start to move towards the entrance, and Professor Netherglim just shouts, "No, ignore them! That's not important! Grab the research! Go, 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 go!" And she's still going. But top of the order after that is Ryse. You're going
Did you
down
say-
the aisle?
Did you say I could see her or just hear
No,
her?
you saw a figure in a white coat start to move towards, but you didn't get really any distinguishing features, and then you hear her voice call them back, go, ignore them, this one, grab that one right there, get that one up, and the figure disappears back in her direction.
1 second, I need to make a business decision.
You hear her shout, they can be replaced, go! Stop! And she's just,
Oh, hearing that, I'm booking it to her.
okay.
I
We're gonna
will.
lose Sylvie today. We're losing Ryse.
That's fine. He's not worth it. So I will take 40 feet of movement. I don't know where that gets me.
It gets you, I would say, it's about like a 60-foot hallway. It's a long hallway of cells. It'll get you are already in, so it'll get you just to the end of the hallway as you are able to come barreling through and into this wide open room full of lab tables. But you will notice the 5 figures huddled in the corner. One of them is Professor Netherglim, and she's like ripping books and research and folders off the shelves, shoving them in the arms of another who's disappearing out through a doorway right next to them.
Okay. I will so how far are they from me?
They're, I'd say, like 30 feet from you.
Okay, cool. I would like to rage, and
All
I am
right.
running straight to the group of people.
Okay. You are barreling straight for them. You see as 3 wide-eyed scientists look up, and then Netherglim looks up, and the others seem to be scared. She is more just frustrated, hurried, and frazzled, but she sees you and her eyes narrow.
There's you can see the transformation start to happen as the hair begins to grow on it, and the fangs begin, or the not fangs, the teeth begin to grow out, and the claws begin to glow out as he's like laser focused on Netherglim, running full speed at it, and he ends up right next to her.
All right.
And that's his turn.
Okay. Felix, you're next. You hear Netherglim's voice go, "They can be replaced, ignore them, get the research." And then Ryse go barreling after them. What are you doing?
Research?
You're in the middle of unlocking, having just failed unlocking this one door with this creature snarling over you.
Okay. So what I would like to do is, I hear the word research, so I'm going to look back 60 feet away. I'm going to cast Unseen Servant, who's going to go try to collect as much research as he can.
Okay. 60 feet away.
And then he can move.
The Unseen Servant can move out of range.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, right at the end of the hall, you feel the Unseen Servant materialize.
I'm going to have to, I'll move up with him so that we stay within 60 feet eventually, but he can move beyond that.
Yeah, you can push away from the bars and move up so that he can move. And the Unseen Servant, what are you having him do? Does he work on your turn, or does he just sort of do his own thing?
As a bonus action, I can command him to move up to 15 feet and interact with objects which he can steal. So he's going to go interact to the best of his ability and start taking research.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to move up with him past all of the snarling creatures. You're kind of dodging as they can't reach you, but it's a little bit like jarring to see all these claws and bites whipping out at you, but you are able to move up a little past Ryse, or after Ryse. What is Votum doing?
Votum is a violent motherfucker. So he is flying in, following, and the moment that he sees any of them, he'll make an attack here.
Okay.
He has a range of 30 feet. So actually, he cannot take an attack this turn because I used my bonus action.
Okay, but you see as he flies in and lands, his claws digging into one of the lab tables and lets out a shriek.
And he'll take the dodge action, which he can do for free.
He will take the dodge action. Okay, at which point we get to Kai. What are you doing?
Okay, so me and Treos are still at the point where he's blocking the door, and I unsuccessfully tried to grapple it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to try and grab, kind of seeing what Ryse did, try and grab the arm that has the plant on it. I'm going to take one of my hand axes and try and do what he did.
All right. I will say that's going to be a dex check to try and snag this hand. Have to beat a 21.
Not even the stinkiest and dirtiest of 20s could do it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He just rolled really high.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's a tough thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an extra attack with my turn. Can I count that as an attack, or is that an action to try and grapple?
I would usually say grappling is an action.
Okay.
Yes, but I will say if you have any bonus actions, / I'll give you a free. You have a free action to try and like communicate with it if you're trying to break it out of anything. I will say a persuasion attempt is free. Go for that. But or to communicate something to Treos.
I don't think I will do that. Rage is a bonus action, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to rage then, and I will roll on my colorful chart to see what magical effect I get.
Okay.
Which I probably should have done at the start of my turn. Okay. It's whenever creature hits me with an attack roll before my rage ends, they take 1d6 force damage. So not very helpful to the situation.
Well, you never know.
Yet.
It's
not the teleporting one where I could teleport behind it and flank it. So, or I could Iron Man chest beam it.
That'd be cool. Next time. All right. So now it is the creature's turns. The one is going to try first to attack you, Treos. Actually, seeing that you were holding the door closed on it, it's going to try and barrel through the door. And through you. Which is going to be a contested strength. I need you to make a strength check for me.
Okay.
It's a 12.
That's a 14.
Nice. As you feel the door rattle as it holds closed, and it's just going to snarl at you because that was its action. But the others are just like they are throwing themselves at their bars, snarling, attacking, growling, but they can't do anything. So, at that point, it is your turn, Treos.
I'll see if I can like kind of creak the door open a little bit to catch his arm with the vine on it, and then cut it off.
All right, Dex check.
Okay.
To try and snag the arm.
That's a 6.
11. Oh, almost. Yeah, as you creak the door open to try and snag the arm, you see as the creature goes to throw itself at you again, and you almost like out of panic miss the arm and slam the door closed again. But we are back at the top of the order with Professor Netherglim, who, as Ryse, you are barreling up, you rage, you're snarling, and you see as she just turns around and pulls something out of her pocket, and she just looks at you and goes, "Not today." And she's going to slam this thing into your nose if she can.
No, she can't. I'm not going to let that happen.
All right.
What do I need to roll?
I will say it's going to be an attack on her part. So
okay.
You won't have to roll anything. Where is her thing? There is her thing. That is a natural 20.
Dang. That's tough.
I'm casting silvery barbs. No.
Oh? So what does silvery barbs do, remind me?
Reroll. Take the lower.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Still hits. But
and I'll give advantage on his whatever he wants to spend it on next to
Ryse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Ryse, you feel as this bottle shatters against your face and you inhale, you feel a powder go up your nose, and almost immediately, this rage that you had conjured, you were still mostly in control of, you knew what you were doing, your mind goes blank. You actually, Felix, would see this as Ryse snarls and shakes his head to try and get rid of it, and you see his eyes have gone completely white. Ryse, you are now in a mindless rage. You are going to attack anyone and everyone as this hollow root powder enters your system in the purest form. Yeah.
Cool.
I will say it will be a high level, but it will be a wisdom save at the end of each of your turns to try and get out of it. But after that, she is going to spin around, shove another book in the hands of one of her assistants. You will see it's a dwindling pile, and just shove them towards the door and just go. I can deal with this. Go. And then we are at your turn, Ryse.
Okay, so you said attack any and everyone, right?
Yes, that does include her.
Okay, cool. So I would like to reckless attack. Well, I guess, do I have control over, like, my abilities? Like, can I shift still, or am I, like, stuck just attacking?
You're permanently shifted and attacking.
Okay, so I will reckless attack on her. Yeah, I'll just...
Okay, go for it.
So that's a 16, I believe.
That will hit.
Okay. So that's with one claw. That does 4 points of slashing damage. Then extra attack, I will take a second attack. That's another, what did I just say? 16?
Yes, that'll hit.
And then that's a 3 points of slashing damage. And then I get another claw attack as part of the action. So I'll take my third claw attack.
Go for it.
Jesus, that's cocked, but that was not good. If it wasn't, there we go. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll miss, actually. No, that'll hit.
And then that'll do... Jeez, man, I need another D6. That's another 4 points of slashing damage. Yeah, I will make wisdom.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Do I get
make your wisdom
yeah.
save. It's a DC 18.
Advantage.
With advantage from
advantage.
Felix.
That's not... I hope it helps, but it probably won't. I need new... That's a 3?
Yeah.
I rolled a 2 and a 4.
Do you have a -1?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you you feel it goes straight into your system even further.
I have one more question.
Right.
So I have rage and then I have shift because I'm a shifter. Does that take effect during the powder?
Does
thing?
the shift take effect?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Watch as all of your fur starts to sprout, and Felix, you see his fangs grow. This crazy sort of modeled version of Ryse is snarling and attacking.
Sick. So I gained 11 temporary hit points and a boost to my armor.
Woof!
But that'll be my turn.
Nice. All right, then we do get down to Felix and Votum.
How's how close is the guy to being able to steal some papers?
I will say he is able to. You actually watch as Ryse goes crazy on Netherglim. You see as a book slides off the top shelf, one of the last couple books left, and it's overflowing with notes, and it just sort of floats away.
Okay. Awesome. And then I will. How close does it get to me?
It's gonna take the long way around, so it can get to the other side of one of the long test tables.
Okay. Then what I would like to do, and how far away is that from me?
Like 10 feet.
Okay, cool. I would like
Maybe
to
even
use
like
my
7.
I would like to use my action to use Mage Hand to collect it from the guy and bring it over to me, and I will pocket it into the bag of holding, and then I will back up, and I will tell the guy I'll tell him to go get more if he can, but I assume he can't. But if there's any more by the time, and that's it. That's my turn.
All right. What is Votum doing?
I use my bonus action to have the guy move, so Votum is holding the dodge action.
Mm-hmm. All right. Kai, it is your turn. You have no clue that any of this is happening down there.
Yeah. So we're still struggling with the same guy?
Yep. You can move on if you so desire.
No, I think I'll keep trying it. I'm gonna try and grapple his hand again.
All right. Dex check for me.
I don't think that's gonna do it. That's an 11.
14. Yeah. Do you have bonus actions?
No.
Okay. All right. It is his turn. He is going to slam himself against the door again and try to escape. With an 11.
6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. As you see Kai, as the creature backs up, loads up, and slams into the doors, flinging it and Treos wide open, and the creature comes barreling out into the hallway, snarling. This sets off a new frenzy in the rest of the creatures. But it is Treos' turn. What you doing?
At this point, just go for wherever the barb is on his arm. See if I can target.
Go for it.
Does a 5 hit?
No, it was an 11.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, as you go for it, but the creature had just kind of flung you against a wall. You take a little while to get your bearings, and you kind of blindly snatch for it, but it doesn't snag. We are back at the top, though, with Professor Netherglim, as she is going to see that her research is mostly complete, is mostly ferreted away, and looking straight into your snarling face, Ryse, she's going to move around you and make her way towards the entrance of the hallway where Felix is. But she's looking back and she's moving slowly. She's kind of, you hear as she just goes, "Come on, this way, come on." And she's like,
does she move out of my range?
She is, yeah, she's moving out of your range.
Okay, I will take an attack on her.
Go for it.
That is a 13.
13?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit. Glancing blow. So half damage, but it'll hit.
That's right. That's oh, am I not adding my? I'm so stupid. That is 10 points.
10 points
of slashing damage.
All right.
I haven't been adding my rage damage.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. 10 points slashing damage. As you see, it claws through and tears more at her clothes, but she just sort of gives a satisfied grin, and she just looks at you and goes, "That's right, this way." And she's going to back up towards you, Felix. And you see as she grabs a large lever on the wall, and she's just going to throw her weight into it and throw it down. The rest of you who are in the hallway watch as all of the doors slam open. And at that point, we get to your turn, Ryse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on, so I'll move towards her. And I'll take 3 more attacks against her. All reckless. So, nat 20.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm doing math. A 17.
Okay.
And another nat 20.
Holy wow, yeah.
So
Roll
that
your
is
damage.
Hold on. Let me that's 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. 26 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice as Felix, you see as Ryse in his blind rage carves into Professor Netherglim. She had been looking fairly confident, but she takes these blows, and you notice as she just kind of spits out some blood, and she seems to look a little shakier. But she has thrown that. Do you have anything else for your turn, Ryse?
No. I was gonna say I'm assuming in his rage he's not even thinking about weapon. He's just using the claws. So
yeah.
And I I got another 3 on my wisdom save. Does that work?
No, it does
Is that
not.
good? All right. Well, that'll be
as
it
you're
then.
still in said blind rage. All right. But it is Felix, Votum, and Invisible Servant's turn.
Okay. I'll have the mage hand as my action go and grab another book if there's any left. The mage hand will tap Ryse on the shoulder. And that's my turn. Behind you.
Ryse, you do feel a tap.
I
on your
definitely fell
shoulder.
for it. I 100% fell for it.
But we will get to you falling for it on your next turn. Votum doesn't do anything.
Again, dodge action. Yeah.
Dodge action.
Because of the invisible servant, yeah. Or unseen servant.
All right. But that does get us to Kai. Kai, you see as first this creature comes barreling into the hallway, and you're just watching it. And then you hear a tung, 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 as probably about 8 cages slam open, and creatures come bursting out of them. You spin around and look, and you see the hallway is filled with writhing teeth and fur and claws.
Okay. Now that the creature is out in the open, if I try and grapple it, is it going to be a strength check or a dex check?
It is going to be if you're trying to grapple it, straight grapple it, it's going to be a strength check. If you're trying to grab for the arm, it's going to be a dex check.
Okay. I think I'll try and just normal grapple it.
All right. What was it?
7.
6. As you're able to tackle it to the ground, you finally are able to grapple it. And I will say, in your grapple, you can try and rip off the, or you can gesture to Treos to try and rip off the thorn root, if you so desire.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay. However, it is the mutants' turns. So, they are, I will say, there's now 7, 8 of them in the hallway with you, including the one you've grappled. So 7 ones that are now running free. 3 of them burst out right near you, Treos and Kai, and are going to attack at you. The other four are going to go straight for where Felix, Ryse, and Professor Netherglim are standing. So the 3 near Treos and Kai. One is going to be on what is that to add? A 19 to hit Treos. And an 8 to hit Treos.
No, that won't hit.
And then Kai, another 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So Treos, that's going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
Mm.
And then Kai, 8 points of slashing damage. But then the others are rushing straight. Felix, you spin around as you see a mass of fur and claws bearing down at you, and they are going to attack at you first. So the first 2 of the 4 is an 8 to hit and a 15 to hit.
8 misses, 15 hits.
Okay. And then the next 2 are barreling past you for Ryse and Professor Netherglim. So Ryse is a 16 to hit.
It's at advantage because I've been reckless attacking.
That's a nat 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
But if it makes you feel better, it's also a nat 20 on Professor Netherglim.
That makes me feel better.
So Felix, the one hit is 4 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And then Ryse, the one is 4 doubled to 8.
Sweet.
And Professor Netherglim's is 6 doubled to 12.
Wait.
But that is their turn. So we're down to you, Treos.
I go and rip off the bloom that Kai yelled out.
Yeah, I will say since Kai has them grappled, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You can just action rip it straight off.
Okay.
But yeah, you're able to rip it straight off. The creature for a moment stops struggling and then starts struggling again with less aggression, more like I'm being held down, I'm restrained, like animal instinct, I don't want to be restrained. But not quite a I need to attack.
Mm-hmm.
You will also notice one of the creatures behind you is like attacking, but seems to be a little more hesitant and seems to be sort of shaking out of its fog. It's the one whose wrist piece Ryse had ripped off.
Okay.
Anything else with your turn?
You said that was an action to rip it off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are the other... So they were 4 on us? Of the 7 that came out, there were 4?
There were 3 on you guys, 4 on the others.
3 on us, okay. And those 3 were the one that we ripped the band off, and then...
So you have 1 beneath you, 3 attacking.
3 attacking.
Basically.
Okay, and they're all like in front of us? The 3 that are attacking?
Surrounding you and Kai, because Kai has the guy on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You had leaned down to rip it off, and then there are 2 sort of flanking you guys, and one that's a little further back that had attacked but is kind of starting to shake it off and back up a bit.
Okay. I think I can do this. I'll use my cunning action, so I'm gonna bonus action disengage, and then see if I can kind of reposition to be a bit of a distance from one of them. Kind of like...
Okay, yeah. Are you going further down the hall towards Felix or further down the hall towards the entrance?
Further down the hall towards Felix.
Yeah, you can disengage and make your way, I'd say 10, 15 feet. You want to be a little further?
Do about 10 feet because I want to be in attacking range just in case. So I'll just do that.
Yeah, sounds good. You can position yourself. You can even, if you want to use one of the open bars of the doors now as a little bit of a shield, just to prep yourself, you can, but you can definitely position yourself
down
that way. But we are back at the top with Professor Netherglen, who is going to she is going to, as she takes these attacks both from Ryse and from the creature, she's just going to shake her head and try and cast a spell. Yeah. She's going to try and cast. As you see her hand sort of twist in this spell, you notice, Felix, that her veins crawling up her arm, which previously had been covered by gloves, but now the gloves are off, and these blue veins crawling up her purple skin start to glow and pulse. And you see as she casts the spell, and the veins pulse one last time, and then she is going to disappear with Misty Step towards the hallway behind the closed doorway. As you see her form just disappears, and you see a spark of light behind the door that she had pushed her assistants out of, and she is running. But that is her turn. So we are down to Ryse. In your mindless rage, the creature in front of you that you were attacking disappears, but another 2 creatures have converged and tried to attack you. Slash also, you see Felix fighting off. You see another 3 creatures fighting in the distance. What are you doing with your...
So, a question
rage?
that I know the answer to. I can't chase after her. I have to creature in front of me.
You are attacking the creatures closest to you.
So
you're in a mindless rage.
Who is, for my purposes, who is the closest creature? The one that just attacked
creature to you
me, right?
are probably the two attackers.
Okay. Man. Yeah. I'll do what I've been doing. I'll take,
if you so desire, because of your close personal connection to Professor Netherglen, I'll let you make a wisdom saving throw at the beginning and at the end of your turn to see if, at the very least, it triggers something in your animalistic rage to try and find this creature that just disappeared. Say it's a DC 13.
17!
Yeah. The creature in front of you disappeared, and this visceral, mindless rage inside of you, almost like you are extra angry that this creature disappeared. You can't explain it, you don't know why, but this one you wanted to attack, you wanted to rage against. You can try and find her if you so desire.
Well, so you said she teleported back behind us?
She teleported behind a closed door.
Okay. Would I have seen the light when the mage hand tapped my shoulder and I turned?
You were shoot, I forgot about that. You were turned around. You would have seen the light.
I'm gonna head towards the light.
Yeah, it's about 30 feet away. You can barrel towards it if you so desire.
Okay.
Does that... in the wall.
Does that... So it's 30 feet to the door, and then I have to go through to get to her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will... I'm just gonna run through the door, if possible.
Yeah, that's gonna be a strength check, but go for it.
Okay. Can I... Is it a... Can I reckless attack it? Or no?
I will say this is kind of like a barreling attack at the door.
Okay.
So take your advantage.
Let's go. Strength check. That's a... Well, I had advantage on it anyway because I'm raging, so it didn't even matter. 17.
Yeah, you had to beat a 15. You barrel straight through the door. Its splinters go flying everywhere. You see how, as 30 feet up the stairs, the figure of that you're chasing turns it around. You hear a low curse and then keeps sprinting. But you can barrel through. You can probably, if you were That was your action to attack the door, but you are able to run up further if you can.
I've got 40 feet of base movement.
Okay, so you can make it 10 more feet up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll get as close as I can.
I'll say you're probably 20 feet away at this point.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then I'll make my wisdom save at the turn.
Yeah, make your wisdom save.
No, that's a 9.
Nope. But you are still laser focused on her. At this point, we get down to Felix.
Okay, I'm gonna take the disengage action and run into the room with all the tables.
Okay. I mean, you're already like on the precipice of this room. You're here.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna get further away from people.
I will say there are going to be some attacks of opportunity on you.
I took the disengage.
Oh, you took disengage. Yeah, ignore me.
I can't.
Go for it.
Yep. But Votum's going to notice that they want to, and it's finally time for the little dragon boy to get his attack.
All right, go for it.
That is a where is it? Let's see. A 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. Yeah, and he's just attacking whatever the closest one is.
Yep.
That is going to be 5 points of force damage with a blast.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah. As that is your turn. Does the unseen servant stay up?
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's just standing there.
Hi, we are down to you.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
With my attempted grapples, do those count as attacks to maintain my rage, or would I have lost my rage?
Those count as attacks.
Okay, sweet. Just want to double check on that. So now there is... Okay, so Treos successfully got the plant off of the one that I grappled. So I'm, I guess, lying prone. So I'll take half my movement speed to stand up. If I leave from the one that I was grappling, does it get an attack of opportunity?
I will say it's going to get one at disadvantage because it is still in this mindless mode, but less aggressively so.
I'll take those odds, even though I really should not. And I will run for the next closest one and try to do the same thing and just grapple and let Treos rip the plant off.
All right. First attack of opportunity is going to be 11.
Not going to hit.
It's going to hit?
No.
Not going to hit. Oh, phew. Okay. Yeah, and you can try and grapple the other one, so that's going to be a contested strength. For 14.
19.
Yeah, as you stand up and you just tackle the next one next to you. And shout at Treos to get over there. We are at their turn, though. So the one behind you, Treos, is going to try and take an attack at you. At disadvantage because it has been released. I imagine a 10's not going to hit.
No. Mm-mm.
The one on the ground is going to stand up and just kind of like... It's taken its attack of opportunity, but it's not quite as aggressive anymore. But there is one still there that's on you guys that has the... why did I roll that? 2. That's 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right. As they all swing, and you are dodging up the wazoo, you're trying to get to Kai. But the 4 on you, Felix, now all 4 are on you and Votum, who is also attacking. So I'll say that's going to be a 9 and an 18 to hit.
Me? Okay, yeah, one of them hits. The 18.
The 18 hits, and then on Votum, it's a 24 and a 14 to hit.
Both hit.
Both hit?
Yep.
Okay. On you, Felix, the 1 is 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And on Votum is 8 total slashing damage.
That's... I have to do math now. Votum has returned to ball form.
Okay, as 2 of the claws slash into it, and Votum just curls up Bakugan style and clunks to the ground, rolling away. But at this point, it is Treos' turn.
Try and take out the one that Kai's holding on to right now. Try and use my whip to slash the last branch off his arm.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll for that one because he has him grappled, so you can just slash that one off.
Yeah.
At which point we do get to the top of the turn with Professor Netherglim, who is sprinting up the stairs. And you, Ryse, see in the distance as she's throwing open the door and sprinting out into the night. She's actually is going to try and take the time to close the door behind her. But yeah, so the hallway goes light and then dark again as she disappears. At which point we do get to your turn, Ryse.
Yeah, I will do what I did last time. I will run at full speed, and is opening, well, I don't know if the door's locked, I guess. I'm just gonna do what I did last time. I'm gonna run full speed through the door.
Okay, go for it. Roll your attack on the door.
Jeez, that is significantly worse.
It's a DC 15.
Yeah, I don't know if I made it. Is that plus 2 plus 4? No, I think that's a 12.
As you slam into it, and it rattles on its hinges, and you hear it as one of the planks gives in, but it does not open.
Does that count as an attack?
Yes, it does.
Okay, well, I'm gonna extra attack then and try and get
Go
back
for it.
through. Much better. Well, not much better. That's a 15.
Yeah. This extra attack, I will say, it doesn't have the motion of you barreling, but you are able to slash into it, grab one of the planks, and rip it right off. And you can see Eloin's figure as she's running off into the distance through this newly ripped open door.
I will take the rest of my movement speed, however far that is.
Mm-hmm.
And how far away is she?
I will say she is dashing, so she was able to get the 20 feet and then the 40 feet. You were 20 feet behind her, so you could get the 40 feet to the door to tear it down.
Okay. So she's about 40 feet from me? 30, 40
Yes.
feet? Or yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. As you step out into the night, the cool air and the river mist sprays your face, but you just see her retreating figure.
Hold on. The 6. I'll make this wisdom save eventually.
You will, either that or it'll run out of your system eventually. That's what, 4 rounds? 3 rounds? 4. Well, 4 wisdom saves. But yeah, at that point we are down to you, Felix.
Okay. And they ran up to me.
You are now surrounded by 4 snarling monsters.
Okay, I'll take the disengage action again, and I will run after where Ryse went.
Yeah, you can take the disengage action. Do you grab Votum as you go?
Yeah, Votum's flying next to me, and he's gonna land on my shoulder.
In ball form now.
Oh yeah,
right?
then you're right. You're so right. So the invisible servant's gonna pick him up and just follow me
Yeah, Votum, in a way, flies after you as you disengage. You almost crawl between two of their legs as they're slashing down at you, and you sprint for this destroyed door. You're able to see, as you get to the door, as Ryse is just yanking the top door off of it, hinge by hinge, and stepping out. But you're able to get just to the bottom of the stairs.
Sounds good. That's my turn.
All right. Kai, what you doing? There's
Okay.
one more snarling creature around you and Treos.
I think you know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take half my movement speed, stand up, and go tackle this thing to the ground.
Go for it. Contested grapple. 5.
17.
Yeah, you are able to slam into it and tackle it once again to the ground.
I'm gaining confidence back with each successful grapple, guys.
You're literally jumping up, tackling. You're able to get them all down. They just needed to be in the hallway. But that is your turn. So the monsters, the creatures that Felix disengaged from are now, you see as they almost, one of them accidentally attacks the other, and they are now almost going at it with each other. So they are going to be attacking each other now, because they are now the closest creatures to them. Hit it. That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. Okay. Hey. All right. They're each taking that. As you see, their fur and blood goes flying as they are now attacking each other. But we are down to your turn, Treos.
You already know the drill. I see someone tackling on the ground. I gotta come and help out my friend.
Yeah, you can just rip it straight off as the creature beneath Kai stops struggling so much as well.
I kind of just look up at Kai hesitantly and just want to, okay, now what? Now, where are the others? What's going on? I guess I can do like, I'm just looking around the room, seeing if there's anything there. Like, do we see where Felix was fighting or any of them, or they were too far down the hall?
You see they're down the hall fighting. You still have your movement speed if you want to go run down and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll see if I can see something else down the hall.
All right. Yeah, you can run down the hall. I'll say you can make it about half the way, but you do see the creatures snarling and fighting. You don't see any sign of Felix or Ryse or any of the scientists or Professor Netherglim. It's just these creatures attacking each other.
Okay. I kind of want to use my bonus actions and hide from them to make sure they don't see me when I come back, and just with whatever rest of my movement, kind of make my way back towards Kai.
Yeah. If you're going to hide, you can duck into one of the cages to hide if you want, or you can like just make it all the way back to
I'll just
Kai.
make it back. If they're too busy fighting themselves, I'll just make my way back to Kai.
Yeah, you can make your way back to the Kai. The three creatures snarl, and they're sort of backing back towards the steps as they watch you approach. They're still in that animalistic phase, but not in the desperate need to attack phase.
Okay.
At which point we do get back to the top of the order with Professor Netherglim, who, Ryse, as you come snarling after her, you see she is scrambling up the riverbank and she's shouting, "Help! Help! One of the creatures! Help!" And she is shouting for anyone who can get attention, and you do see two armored figures in the distance turn and just start like taking notice and moving quickly towards her. But that is her turn. Ryse, what are you doing?
I hear this, I assume.
You do hear this.
But I'm also going to assume I can't do anything. So I will
I will say you feel it lessening.
will run
So-
40 feet to her, because I assume I can't do it. I assume I am cognizant enough to hear it, but I am rage fueled enough to not care.
You have gotten to the point where you are rage fueled, but you do have a little bit of like, almost as if you're watching yourself through a window do all this. Now you can actually tell, you have a consciousness back. It's almost as if it's starting to burn its way through your system. Mechanically, that means you have 2 more rounds.
Okay. So
including this one.
Kai. Whatever. How far is she from me?
She is 40 feet from you. Well, she was 40 feet from you. She dashed her 60 feet, so she's about 100 feet from you. She's also up. She has scrambled up a riverbank, and she's now running down an open lit road.
So campus. I only have 80 feet of movement. So although I am blindly raging, and I am target focused, I also can't reach her.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is anything else around me that is presenting itself as a target, within reason, I guess, like within 40 feet, I guess,
mm-hmm.
I will, that I can see, I will go. But if not, then I will chase after her, I guess.
Her figure disappears in the distance, and you hear tunk, 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 tunk as another figure is starting to run up the steps, and your gaze narrows down on what appears to be a small child about 40 feet down the steps.
Wish you were at least 50. Man, this is going to be brutal, huh? So, yeah, there's a creature chasing us. Clearly, it's violent. I'm going to run, at hearing that and seeing that she's a good 100 feet from me. I'm going to turn around and run back down the steps, and I will make 3 attacks at reckless on the creature at the bottom of the stairs that's chasing it.
Yeah, Felix, you see as Ryse, snarling, hair on end, teeth and claws glistening, runs straight at you, barreling, and he's going to make his 2 attacks at you. Or his 3 attacks at you.
3 attacks. First one is a 16.
Shield.
Okay.
Shield.
Next one is a nat 20. And the third one is a 21.
Okay, the last 2 hit.
Okay. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points of slashing damage.
And to confirm, those are with your claws.
Correct.
Okay.
And then I will make my wisdom saving throw. Oh man, that's a 12. I thought it was an 18.
All right.
And that'll end my turn. Sorry.
As you come slashing down at Felix. You, Felix, again, you feel the claws slash against them, and you're more surprised that this is Ryse attacking you, but the claws, the same cold feeling slices across them, and nothing.
I saw what she did.
I will say from this vantage point, you're probably not seeing her.
No.
Hear her
like
voice.
before, I saw what she did to.
She smashed the glass into Ryse's face. Yes.
So as he's clawing in, I'm going to step forward and give him a hug.
Okay.
And I'm going to whisper into his ear, I know it's not you. Come back. And that's my action.
Okay. Are you trying to grapple him into this hug, or is it more like just
Nope.
giving him a hug? He's already attacking you.
Yep.
Okay. Kai, we are at your turn.
Okay. So where Treos and I are at, all of them are coming back to
Hmm.
like consciousness. Is there any other like threat that we can see?
You see the creatures attacking each other down the hall. No other immediate threats that you can see.
Okay, I will start making my way towards the creatures attacking themselves down the hall.
Okay. Yeah, I will say they're probably about. How far were you? You were like 60 feet away, so they're probably a good 50 feet down the hall.
Okay, I will use my 40 feet of movement to get close, and then I will hold my action to prepare if one of them charges me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, actually, sorry, I'm rethinking. I'd said you guys were 20 feet in and the hall was 60 feet, so you can probably get to where they are.
Okay.
If that
This
changes what you do.
time, it does. So I'm gonna try and sneak up behind one and have it just be preoccupied by the other thing, and then use flank to get advantage on just going straight for the plant on its arm.
Okay, yeah, so advantage dex check.
Gonna need that advantage.
It's a
It
17.
did not do much. Okay, I need to stop doing dex checks. That's a 7.
Only 10 off. Yeah, as you try to go for it, but it just like as you close in on the hand, it takes that hand and slashes down on one of the others. Is that your turn?
That will be my turn, yes.
Okay. So they are going to attack each other again. That'll hit, and that'll hit. 2 18s, those will hit. So each one take. Oh, oof, okay. They are all looking relatively rough as they are slashing down at each other. But actually, as one of them goes crashing to the ground, blood gurgling from its neck, but the other 3 are still up. At that point, we do get to you, Treos, though. You watched as Kai went barreling past you into the fray.
I'll follow after him, and then I'll go for just one of them in that pack. See if I can knock off the wristband.
All right, dex check for me.
Okay.
I will say it is distracted, so take advantage.
All right. That is a 22.
19. You got it.
All
right.
Yeah.
As you are able to, the one on the right, you're able to snag his arm and just rip the root straight off, and it whiffs its attack because of that. But yeah. At this point, we are back to the top with Professor Netherglim, who could be doing whatever. Could be doing the Macarena, because none of you can see her. So Ryse, what you doing?
So
one more round.
I'm currently being hugged.
Yes.
How does that affect my wisdom saving throw?
I'll say it'll give you advantage on your wisdom save at the end.
At the end of the turn.
But regardless, at the end of the turn, it'll burn out of your system.
Okay.
So I'll say, I will give you a wisdom save before your turn.
Okay, not at advantage.
Not at advantage.
Does the power of friendship come through? Please. No! 13.
You feel something, and for a moment you're like, wait, do I like this creature? And then it just shuts back down. In the back of your head, you're like yelling at yourself, don't do it! But you are mindless and you are attacking.
Well, as much as he tried. Well, yeah, as much as he tried, there's a creature in front of me trying to attack me.
I will say take the attacks at disadvantage because
Okay.
you are so close to being out of this mindlessness.
Okay. I'm still gonna reckless,
Okay, so straight roll.
so I'll straight roll it, but I'll just get a third die and roll for all three of them. Okay. So one of them is a 8.
Miss.
One of them is an 18,
Hit.
and the other one is even higher. It's a 22.
Cool.
Okay. 12 points of slashing
Total?
damage. Yes.
Okay.
From my claws. And I will roll the wisdom save, even though it does not.
As you finish this attack.
Nat 20.
It's the power of the hug. You swipe down and almost like shaking off, when you get those shivers that go down your spine that you just can't control. That shiver goes down your spine and just immediately your eyes flip back and you almost jolt as you come back into your body with Felix right underneath you. You've been slashing out at him.
Is Felix still hugging me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, if I can, I'm going to just like fall down to his height on my knees and just like grab onto him as tight as I can.
Yeah, absolutely. And as lovely of a moment that is, we do still have Kai in the fray with 3 snarling beasts. 2 snarling beasts, one of which has been freed.
Do I have a turn?
Oh, wait, Felix. Why did I... Yeah, Felix.
I'm after that. Yeah. So I'm gonna hold you tighter and go, look, I'm okay. I'm okay. You didn't hurt me. I'm okay. See? And that's my turn. That's all I want.
Beautiful. All right, Kai, what you doing?
We're going to continue the process, I assume. I'm going to, as opposed to Dex check, I'm going to try and tackle one of them.
Okay, go for it.
$21.
15, nice. Yeah, as you're able to tackle one of them onto one of the tables right there. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, it is at the creature's turns. So the one you have tackled, the other is free, so it's in that, like, still technically it has one more attack, it'll be at disadvantage. It's going to swing out probably at you, Treos, who just freed it. Disadvantage is a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And then the other one is going to swing out at... While it was attacking... They were attacking each other. It's going to keep attacking the creature still standing, so the one you just freed.
Okay.
And that's going to hit. And... as it swings out at the creature, and you see the creature swings out at you almost half-heartedly, and then you see its back convulse as claws rip out of its back, and it's going to drop to the ground. So there's still the one snarling creature and the creature that Kai has grappled. Treos, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I'll go after the one snarling creature.
All right. The one...
Wait, we are...
Yeah,
that one
the one not grappled.
Yeah, the one not grappled. Yeah, I'll just do that one.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a natural 1.
Said the name of the thing.
Roll credits.
Yeah, as you almost slip in a puddle of blood and almost go crashing to the ground, but catch yourself on one of the lab tables. But, Ryse, it is your turn.
Ryse is just going to be like almost. It's like too tight of a hug, basically. And he's just gonna be like in Felix's ear, like, "I'm so sorry. There's like over and over. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Felix's shirt is probably getting wet, like on the shoulder, and he's just apologizing over and over. And that'll be it. That's his turn.
And on Felix's turn, he will be saying it's okay over and over. So there you go.
Love it. All right. And on Kai's turn, Kai, you are still grappling this guy. Are you gonna try and keep the grapple?
Can I try and keep the grapple and reach for the flower or the plant?
I will say you can try and reach for the root around the wrist, and I will give you advantage, but it won't keep the grapple. Because you are taking an attack to try and grab the...
Okay. I will take those odds, which I should not do. This is a dex check.
Yup.
$11.
8. So you are able
Successful dex check.
You like almost throw the creature off of you, and with a lunging grasp, you're able to grab the root and rip it off their arm.
Sweet. I will then stand up.
Okay.
And how many of them are remaining right here?
1.
Just one?
Two of them are down. One of them is still snarling at Treos.
Sweet.
And that one is going to try and attack you, Treos.
Great.
For a 9.
Yeah, no, that won't hit.
As it swings out at you, but you're able to duck under, and it is now your turn.
Yeah, I'll try and return back to sender and just hit him, see if I can knock off the last bit.
All right.
That is a 9.
A 9?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna miss. Any other actions, bonus actions?
I got disengaged. That's about it. Just walk out and just look over at Kai and says, "I'm done with this. You handle it."
All right. We're back up to Ryse and Felix.
Same thing.
All right. To Kai.
I'll just go straight for the plant or the root.
All right. Dex check. 17.
14.
Almost. As you go and you just so close. You almost even grasp it in your fingers, but you can't pull it off.
Guess you don't know what you've condemned me to.
And the creature is going to attack at you, Kai, since you went after him.
All right.
For an 8.
I'm not gonna hit.
All right. Treos, your turn.
You already know the routine.
Are you attacking? Or, like, are you trying to hit it? Are you trying to grapple it? Are you trying to...
I'm just trying to hit it specifically on the wrist. Trying to get the last bit.
Okay. Yeah.
8.
Back to Ryse and Felix.
Run it back, baby.
Still crying in the hallway. You're good.
At one point, I'll be like, I wonder what they're doing in there. It's taking them.
They're like 20 feet behind us. We can hear them, and we're just like, we're fine. We're getting it all out.
Therapy. Kai.
Let's try this one more time, shall we?
Grapple, trying to grab the wrist. What are you trying to do?
It's not gonna work. No matter what I do.
Okay.
I was going to try and grab the wrist. It's gonna be a 6.
You try and grab the wrist. It's almost a comedy moment out here with you and Treos like crashing into each other, trying to like get this creature that's just snarling and spinning in circles. It is the creature's turn. It's gonna attack you again for a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
For 7 slashing damage.
Cool, yeah.
Treos, what you doing?
I'm going to tackle him to the ground.
All right, strength check.
18.
Got a 3. Yeah, as you are able to tackle him into the ground, taking him straight down. Kai, you see as Treos tackles straight into him. Should we skip the hallway scene? Straight to you, Kai. What are you doing?
You already know.
You don't even have to roll
Okay.
for it. Treos has him grappled, so you can just rip the plant off.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. As you rip the plant off, and as you take a breath, you wait. You still keep this creature grappled for a little longer as it stops struggling, the mania leaving its eyes, before eventually you back off. And as relative quiet, the sound of breathing and pain and frustration and some tears and some emotions fills the air. That is where we are going to leave the session for today.